underwhelming in scope, but beautiful indeed. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
See, that's the thing, Joe. That's why I love history so much, because once you find out that this world is a circle, you can never get lost. Like, you can look at certain things and it'll tell you what's going to happen later, like with amazing accuracy.
I always wonder whether or not all the stories in the Bible, it's just where we are experiencing it.
This is why AI exists. You know, if you're your personal AI, you store your information, you make moves based upon what you've learned. So it's not a difficult process. All through history, they had these oracles and these heads and that gave answers. And this is where that whole occult conversation intersects, is because at the end of the day, information is information, and the universe is built on a yin-yang thing that applies to everybody.
And we're slowly getting connected to that oracle, slowly getting sucked into that black hole.
The tech billionaire Elon Musk is saying his Neuralink company has successfully implanted one of its wireless
Hey, we're gonna stop it right there. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKudash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth, who rule well. Shalom, Labakaryam, Shah, Yasha Allah. That's peace to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. You know, you saw those two figures there, Joe Rogan, Cat Williams, control opposition. But basically, man, we at the end. And this is beautiful. This is such a beautiful news taking. You know, this comes from Jason A channel. You see the subscribers right there. You know, I follow him. This is nobody is talking about this. Come on over and check it out. Akim Akwaf, man. Oh man, we here. We at the end.
Tips. In a human.
Elon Musk's brain science company has implanted a device into a human for the first time.
Several rival companies have already implanted what are known as brain-computer interface systems in humans after tests were carried out initially on monkeys. Mr. Musk says the product has been given the name telepathy, and the plan is for it to enable control of a phone, computer, or almost any linked device just by thinking about them.
It has the effect that wirelessly it can send a signal to an app that can interpret a person's intentions. It sounds very futuristic,
but what you're giving up is your data, which is extremely valuable. So they're giving you something. You can now use Google, but now they have
these are less luminaries.
All your data, and they're just a big net that mines data. And because of that, they become one of the most powerful entities that's ever existed on Earth.
The FDA approved Neuralink for human tests last May after years of testing on animals.
Here's one electrode on one thread that when we stimulate causes a flexion movement of the leg.
The company demonstrated the ability of its implants to stimulate movement.
As you can see, Pager is amazingly good at mind palm,
allowing a monkey to play a video game.
And what better reward for a monkey than a banana?
I guess who regulates it if then becomes, a consumer good like you buy.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's kind of because it blurs both the health side and the technology side. Yeah, there could be lots of different agencies involved in how this stuff evolves. I think it's an incredibly complex field.
Basically, they don't say this openly, but we know from this FBI testimony, among other sources, they have placed Trojan horses in our power grid, in our water system, the ground links that go up to satellites. These are not often protected, so encrypted data there can be blocked by the Chinese. They're kind of warning everybody, don't make trouble on Taiwan, because if you do, while you're busy with Iran and the Red Sea and the Houthis, we will attack Taiwan with either a blockade or missile strikes or something even more serious like the Normandy landing. This is very scary, especially when we found out, Rachel, I think you covered this. We found out that the Chinese spy balloon was using an American internet provider to send burst transmissions encrypted back to China, what they were finding around our nuclear facilities. China has built 100 nuclear weapons, according to the Pentagon, in the past year. No one else is building nuclear weapons like that. So this is all part of a big pattern, Rachel. You've covered it very well.
Wow.
So the government comes in and says, I'm going to make it easier for you, but I'm going to need certain requirements of you. I'm going to need you to have a digital ID.
We here,
a digital ID will be attached to a social credit score.
end.
And we're going to give you universal basic income. You no longer have to worry about food or shelter. You'll be taken care of. And now you can pursue your dreams.
Is this the mark of the beast you're speaking of, sir?
I think it is.
Right. That's the whole thing, is it's never been difficult at any point in history. Like we got a dude right now that's telling you front and center that I put a computer in somebody's head, guys.
Right.
Imagine the joy of connecting with your loved ones, browsing the web, or even playing games using only your thoughts.
For decades, scientists have worked on similar ideas for brain-computer interfaces. But for many, a microchip in the brain feels like something out of a movie. Like 2015's Kingsman: The Secret Service, where Samuel L. Jackson plays an eccentric billionaire who tries to control the world using neural...
Go see this movie right here. If you haven't seen it, very important movie. You know, and the Kingsman was started out of Britain. If you don't know the history of the CIA, look it up. You know, it started in Britain. You know, and that's what the Kingsman is about. But they implanted people with this chip in the movie.
Plants.
Mankind is a virus, and I'm the cure.
As science fiction gets closer to reality, Musk is hoping a groundbreaking experimental device can help transform everyday lives.
So many questions.
Yeah.
So many questions. Just the beginning. Emily, thank you.
Thanks, Em. All right, let's turn to Mr. Roker. He's got to check in the forecast. Hello.
Oh, hold on. That's your implant? I've got a fax coming in. Saw it coming.
This nigga is good as gone.
If you're running corporations and you're making billions of dollars, you're going to get bored. What's the ultimate game? The ultimate game is to run the whole world. You know what the ultimate game is, Kat?
And the list is now getting longer, as every Chinese citizen is being assigned a social credit score, a fluctuating rating based on a range of behaviors. In several big cities in China, including here in Shanghai, the government is even tracking jaywalkers. Cameras record them going through intersections, zero in on their face, and then publicly shame them on nearby video screens.
And few here are willing to criticize it, something that may pose a risk itself for a bad score and the life that comes with it. Janice Mackey-Frere, NBC News, Beijing.
Like the mark of the beast thing that we were talking about earlier. If that is...
And let me rewind that right there. When you implement something like this, you need an infrastructure, man. And that's what makes Revelations 13, 16, and 17 so exciting, because they have formulated the earth, the geo as we know it, is going to function around this mark of the beast.
Pose a risk itself for a bad score and the life that comes with it. Janice Mackey-Frere, NBC News, Beijing.
Like the mark of the beast thing that we were talking about earlier. If that is not, I think if you had to tell a story for so many years, before anybody ever even figured out how to write it down, and you're telling a story about a civilization that allowed people to put brain implants in them, and then all of a sudden the brain implants were hijacked by machines, and people became just meat zombies, controlled by corporations. That would be the mark of the beast. That would be a demonic thing. If a demon tricked human beings into wearing a hat that turned you into a zombie, that demon would be like a famous character in books and folklore. but that demon exists, and it's just technology. It just shows itself through this desire for the newest, latest innovations that are going to constantly fuel it becoming more and more powerful.
Joe, is called prophecy, man. Prophecy. The Lord is pushing us because we heading towards Yahweh's reign. That's it. They don't know this. Their daddy is Esau. They can't see past the power structure of the so-called white man. They can't get past that. So they're going to bow down. Like he had to bow down for this damn Joe Rogan show. They're going to bow down. And it's pitiful because the average human life is only 80 to 90 years. So how much pleasure can you really have, Joe? Yahushua is promising the elect, the nation of Israel, everlasting life. Not just 90 years of whatever pleasure they promised you, man. This is terrible. But we're in this day, so everything's on the table. Revelations 13, verse 16. And he calls us all, both small and great. And all means all. Rich and poor, free and bound, to receive a mark. Mark, when you go into this word, is a charagma. It's a physical thing in their right hand or in their foreheads. Is a reason why he's putting this device in you with this syringe, because that's how you're going to do business. That's how you're going to survive in the new world. It's here. You see it. It's here. And that no man might buy. See, you can't buy or sell, meaning your living arrangements, the way you drive your car, the way you food shop, the way you pick up clothes for your kids, the way you brush your teeth. I mean, we go on and on. You might meet a woman, want to take her on a date. Childcare, schools, colleges, universities, hospitals, nursing homes. I mean, we can go on and on. That buy and sell goes deep because most people just buy. They're consumers. But then you have a major percentage of the population that's into becoming entrepreneurs and owning their own business. So you won't be able to do that either without this device up in you, controlled by your elites. Okay? So it says, except he that had the mark and the name of the beast, which is his vibration, and the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have the understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 6, which comes out to 666. So, as you can see, they on their way, man. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Bashem, Rakah, Shalom.